Today's video is sponsored by Shredlight. You know what people say about Enskate? They don't. Enskate is not a brand that usually comes to mind when it comes to e-skate companies. We know they are a good sport though. Even after we made fun of their Enskate Wowboard S in our previous review, they still came back for more, and we respect that. They also addressed some of the complaints that we had with the Wowboard S by upgrading its ESC to a standard hobby wing and using a better, non-sex toy looking standard hobby wing remote. This time, they asked us to test out the Enskate R3 Mini, a practical, portable, well-polished shortboard that's intended for sidewalk commuting. And here we are, trying to answer two questions with this review. 1. Is the R3 Mini among the top choices for a sidewalk commute? And 2. Is it time for everyone to start paying attention to Enskate? As usual, let's run through the specs really quick. The top speed is 20 miles per hour or 35 kilometers per hour, which is slightly below average for an electric skateboard. It uses a 2.5 ampere-hour pack from Samsung in 10S 1P configuration. It has a marketed range of 12.5 miles or 20 kilometers. The Enskate R3 Mini uses a pair of 450-watt hub motors. It weighs around 13 pounds or 6 kilograms. The deck is made up of 8 layers of maple with close to zero flex. It has a very wide concave, which makes riding feel very comfortable. It has a functional kicktail that is wide, making it easy to kick turn. And the whole package comes in with a price tag of $399. Right about now, you are probably noticing that something doesn't add up here. Unless Enskate has had its battery magic imbued, there is no way that a 10S 1P 90 watt-hour battery can get us to 12.5 or 20 kilometers in range. Our range test gave us 6 miles or 9.5 kilometers riding fast on mode 2 and 3, which is about what we expected from this small battery. At the 5.5 mile or 9 kilometer mark, the voltage sag became noticeable as it started to slow down significantly. In other words, Enskate didn't break the laws of physics, but it might break the heart of some buyer who actually believed that 12.5 miles or 20 kilometers was possible. Unless you weigh 88 pounds or 40 kilograms and you ride conservatively, there is no way you will get 12.5 miles with it. I hope that after this video, they will tame down the marketed range. However, on a positive note, our tested top speed is slightly higher than the marketed top speed. During our test, we got 23 miles per hour or 38 kilometers per hour. The R3 Mini is pretty stable at high speed, but for a mini board, 23 miles per hour felt faster than usual. The R3 Mini performs great on smooth roads. It has a wide concave deck that makes riding feel stable. It is very nimble and responsive as well. Carving with it is very enjoyable and fun. But as always for a mini board, when it comes to rough roads, the board will suffer. The combination of a stiff and short deck made the road vibration intense. The board has pretty smooth acceleration and braking, as expected from a hobby wing ESC. Acceleration felt quite powerful and strong. The R3 Mini has a kicktail that's useful for sharp turns in tight spaces and dodging pedestrians. However, because the kicktail is where your back foot would rest, beginners should pay extra attention when accelerating, or they might find themselves losing their footing and falling flat on their backs. Honestly, the same can be said about most short boards with kicktails. You always have to be careful about them if you are not used to it. You know what else is important for safety? To see and be seen. Our sponsor today, Shredlights, is the industry standard for e-skate lighting solutions. Shredlights are bright, durable, and easy to install. Unlike the pricier Wowboard S, the R3 Mini doesn't come with its own LED headlight, so it's up to you to pick up a pair of Shredlights to see and be seen. Check out Shredlights using the link in the description and use promo code ESKATEHQ to receive 10% off your purchase. So, what is our final verdict on the Enskate R3 Mini? I hope that by this point it's plenty obvious that the R3 Mini isn't made for punishing terrain or group rides. It's made for a very specific purpose, last mile commutes on a sidewalk. So, is it good for that? Yes, it's a polished shortboard that rides comfortably and isn't a chore to lug around. Is it the best campus board for $399? It really depends on your situation. Other budget shortboards like the Meepo Mini 2 are every bit as good and have 2 times the battery size. But like Uncle Ben says, with great power comes greater weight. There is a reason we DIY'd a 10S 1P crappy shortboard after all. As always, if you are looking to buy an Enskate or actually any e-skate, be sure to use our affiliated discount code with the link below. It will help you get a small monetary discount and helps us out too. You'll also be tagged as an Electric Skateboard HQ customer and probably be treated better. Ride safe, guys.